Millions of king crabs are harvested from the icy depths of the northern oceans every single year. Their massive bodies, enormous legs, and naturally sweet meat have turned them into one of the world's most valuable seafood delicacies. Yet behind every crab served on a dinner table lies a dangerous journey that few people ever witness. Every fishing season, hundreds of vessels leave Alaska's frozen coastline and head toward the stormy waters of the Bering Sea. Their destination is often hundreds of miles offshore, where king crabs spend most of their lives hidden on the cold ocean floor. For these fishermen, reaching the fishing grounds is only the beginning. The trip can last for many hours, sometimes an entire day, before the captain finally arrives at the selected coordinates. Every location has been chosen using years of experience, sonar data, ocean currents, and weather forecasts. A mistake of only a few hundred yards can dramatically reduce the catch. Once the signal is given, the crew immediately begins deploying the traps. Each trap is a heavy steel cage weighing several hundred pounds. A bait container filled with chopped herring or cod is secured inside before the trap is lowered into the sea. A thick rope connects the trap to a brightly colored buoy floating on the surface, allowing fishermen to locate it later. One by one, the cages disappear beneath the waves. Dropping hundreds of traps requires perfect teamwork. Every crew member has a specific task. One handles the ropes. Another positions the traps. Others watch carefully to prevent tangled lines or dangerous accidents as the vessel continues moving forward. There is no room for mistakes. A loose rope can wrap around a fisherman's leg in an instant, pulling them into the freezing ocean before anyone has time to react. When every trap has finally reached the seabed, the vessel enters a waiting period. For the next 1 or 2 days, the crew can do little except monitor weather conditions, repair damaged equipment, prepare fresh bait, and recover enough energy for the demanding work ahead. Far below the surface, however, something very different is happening. King crabs slowly emerge from the darkness. Living at depths between 160 and more than 650 feet, they thrive in water temperatures only slightly above freezing. These cold environments stretch across Alaska, Russia's far east, and northern Japan, providing rich feeding grounds while protecting the crabs from many predators. The scent of fresh bait spreads quickly through the water. Within hours, king crabs begin crawling toward the steel cages. The entrance is designed to make getting inside easy. Getting back out is almost impossible. Depending on the size of the crabs, a single trap can eventually hold dozens of animals before it becomes completely full. While the traps continue working beneath the sea, life aboard the vessel remains anything but peaceful. The Bering Sea has earned a reputation as one of the most dangerous fishing grounds on Earth. Powerful storms can appear with almost no warning. Towering waves slam against the hull. Freezing spray instantly coats the deck with thick layers of ice. Every movement becomes more dangerous. Finally, the waiting period comes to an end. The captain carefully guides the vessel back toward the first buoy floating in the distance. As soon as the buoy is alongside the boat, one crew member hooks the rope using a long gaff pole and connects it to a powerful hydraulic winch. The machine slowly begins pulling. Hundreds of feet below, the steel cage rises through the darkness. Everyone watches closely. This single moment can determine whether hours of effort were worthwhile. As the trap finally breaks through the surface, excitement spreads across the deck. Sometimes it is packed with giant king crabs. Other times, disappointment is impossible to hide. Every trap tells a different story. The catch is immediately dumped onto the sorting table. The crew works at incredible speed. Only legal-sized male king crabs are kept. Females carrying eggs and undersized crabs are carefully returned to the ocean, allowing future generations to survive and keeping the fishery sustainable. The sorting process must be completed quickly. Healthy crabs have a better market value, and minimizing handling stress helps improve their survival after release. Trap after trap, the routine continues. By the end of a successful trip, a single vessel may harvest well over 10,000 pounds of king crab. As soon as one trap has been emptied, another crew member climbs inside the steel cage to remove the old bait, untangle any remaining ropes, and prepare it for another deployment. Everything happens within minutes. The crane swings the trap back into position. Fresh bait is loaded. The captain signals again. Another trap disappears beneath the waves. The cycle begins all over again. But catching the crabs is only half the battle. Keeping them alive until they reach the dock is just as important. The moment the sorting is finished, every market-sized king crab is transferred into large seawater tanks built inside the vessel. These tanks continuously circulate cold, oxygen-rich seawater to recreate the crab's natural habitat. The temperature is carefully controlled just above freezing. Even a small change can weaken the crabs, reducing both their quality and their market value. On larger fishing vessels, these live storage systems can keep king crabs healthy for several weeks while the crew continues working far from shore. Some modern boats go even further. Instead of transporting the crabs alive, they process them immediately after harvesting. The legs and claws are separated, cleaned, cooked, rapidly chilled, and frozen on board using industrial equipment. By processing the catch only minutes after landing it on deck, fishermen preserve the crab's natural sweetness and delicate texture before time can affect its quality. Every hour matters. Freshness determines the final price. Thousands of miles away from Alaska, another group of fishermen has developed a completely different approach. In the icy waters of eastern Russia, where winter freezes the sea into a massive sheet of ice, large fishing vessels are often unable to operate. Instead, local fishermen bring the hunt directly onto the frozen surface. They begin by drilling holes through ice that can be several feet thick. Using chainsaws and hand tools, they widen each opening until there is enough space to lower a trap into the water below. The process demands patience. Every hole requires significant effort before the first trap even reaches the sea. Once everything is ready, the traps are carefully lowered beneath the ice and left undisturbed for several hours. When it is time to check them, the fishermen slowly pull each trap back through the narrow opening. The catch is much smaller than offshore commercial fishing. But operating costs are also dramatically lower. Without large vessels, expensive fuel, or massive crews, small groups of fishermen can still earn a respectable income during the winter season. For remote coastal communities, this traditional method remains an essential part of everyday life. Whether they are battling towering waves in Alaska or standing on frozen sea ice in eastern Russia, these fishermen share one thing in common. Every king crab they harvest is earned through determination, experience, and countless hours of exhausting labor. But king crabs are only one chapter in the story of commercial fishing. Across the world's oceans, millions of fishermen face different challenges as they pursue other valuable species that feed people across the globe.